First of all, we're going down to the manual mode. We're going through all of these. It just so happens I've had some of the best results in the world. And the reason why, it appears, is because I'm on the manual mode. I'm the only one that uses the manual mode. So I'm going to give you a demonstration that's going to be a little bit accentuated, and you won't have to worry about you going this high, so that you can experience what we're doing. Because of the manual mode, you have total control of it. You can focus on different body parts. And so now what we're doing, we're calibrating to your weight. So the endorphins, that runner's high, goes through the roof. The serotonin, the one that helps you to relax, sleep at night, takes that stress out of your body, goes through the roof. However, higher than both of those is the human growth hormone, which is the anti-aging. It goes up to 460%. I used to have deep crow's feet here, wrinkles here, and used to actually have a double chin. So now we're going to go to what I call the animal mode. This is for people with ADD and ADHD. This helps to ground their bodies. They actually do it with horse therapy. Horses, it's called hippotherapy. There's physical therapists that actually do that as a part of their care. Now I'm bending my knee because the intensity is so high that if I put it forceful, I couldn't do anything. The 3 to 6 hertz. I had a 10-year-old that had ADD. He sat down for 20 minutes and used his computer. His mother wanted to take this machine home. She had never had him sit for 20 minutes and did anything. I had an 18-year-old that screamed for joy the entire time he was on here. And his mother sat there bawled. She'd never seen him so happy. The nice part about this hippotherapy or horse therapy, they can get on it and off of it. Whereas a horse, when they do it in physical therapy, that has, they have to tie them down. And of course that drives the kids crazy. And the horses, the weight shifts, you know, with the kid moving back and forth. But this also works for adults. There's a lot of people that have ADD and ADHD as well as autism. So now what we're doing, we're going up to 6 hertz. So that was 3 to 6 hertz. Now we're going, and all my intensities are at 100%, so you can see what's going on with my body. I'm just going to show you what happens if I bend. You see it intensifies below my knees, and it almost stops above my body. Okay, so that's why you want to keep your arms straight, and then hold your hands down, and then your legs straight. My chiropractor, Dr. Pat Daughtery, actually said, I'm half the woman I used to be. I actually lost 10 sizes on this little puppy. And I didn't know it until my clothes started falling off and people started calling me skinny because it was a day-to-day deal. I received this machine in April of 07. And so it was a very, very gradual loss, a very healthy loss. 6 hertz. This is the pelvic floor and the legs. I had a gentleman that had cancer of the prostate, had dribbling of urine. He lost his dribbling of urine in the first 10 minutes. So this tightens the sphincters of the body. Also, women with stress incontinence, it helps to get rid of that because it tightens up. It's not an overnight fix with that, whereas it was for the gentleman with the cancer, because he had just had surgery. It was very short-lived. And then there was actually a lady who had a prolapsed uterus that reinverted her uterus. So now that's 6 hertz. Now we're going to go up to 7 hertz. This is the low abdomen. And then we're going to move right up the body. This is the 8 hertz, is the gallbladder. Okay, this is the gallbladder. Some people actually have sharp pain with that. Usually means they have gallstones. Often we can help them even actually get rid of their stones by doing a cleanse with this, and sometimes we might have to do an internal cleanse. Now we're going to go to the liver area, which is 9 hertz. Everything alive has a frequency, from an animal to a plant to a tree to a human. When that goes way down, you get cancer and disease. We can never claim we can cure cancer or disease. However, we can dial in the sickly cells, increase the frequency, and a lot of people have lost their sickly cells. Everything alive also has abnormal cells. So when that frequency goes down, those abnormal cells multiply. So right now we're nipping it in the bone, which goes to the bloodstream, which goes to the organs. So instead of those abnormal cells, we have normal cells. opens your arteries and veins like a highway, which is neat. That's why people with blood clots can't come on this machine, because it will just take your clot and knock it out. However, if you have plaque or any challenges with it's like going down a big, huge river. And that's what's so great about it, because it can actually help you get rid of that plaque. And it's very important that you eat and you drink before you get on here. You don't want to be dehydrated. You don't want to be without that, because opening the artery and veins like a highway is really important. The endorphins, that runner's high, goes through the roof. The serotonin, the one that helps you to relax and sleep at night, takes that stress out of your body, goes through the roof. However, higher than both of those is the human growth hormone, which is the anti-aging, goes up to 460% every time you utilize the whole body vibration. I used to have deep crow's feet here. We used to have wrinkles here. Used to have a double chin. I lost that double chin. I had lost the fat, but the skin was still hanging on, so it tightened it right up. Now we're going to go to 20 hertz. Now you can feel it. See how it's a lot finer. So it's going more up in my head here. It goes from the thymus here, which is to the top of my eyes. So I'm just dialing it up to 20 hertz. There we go. And so if you want to stimulate your immune system, you can actually tap at the bottom of your breastbone or your chest bone. And what that does is it helps to strengthen your fighting diseases and different things like that, which is wonderful. And then people with jaw problems or anything like that, it helps that as well. Or TMJ or anything like that. And even ear problems can be helped resolve. Now we're going to go up to 25 hertz. Personally, I used to not be able to walk, talk, or do anything. I had several brain injuries. All I used to do is cuss and swear and fight, which doesn't not make friends and influence people. And I didn't even know where my office was, so people had to tell me where to go. And 4 times I was in a car accident. The 4th time, I actually had access to the whole body vibration. So not only it increased my short and long-term memory, it also increased the healing of my body. And it turned out great. 25 hertz. And that's for the brain. Okay, now we're going to go take it up into 40 hertz. This is for people with vertigo. It's like having seasickness without the sea. I had this last summer. I couldn't even lift my head off my bed. Just taking it up to 40 hertz. And I had to have someone come and get me in my wheelchair. I couldn't even crawl to the bathroom. I had to go like a snake. And where I had someone wheel me over my wheelchair, just put my feet on here because I couldn't even stand up on here. First 10 minutes, I could sit up. The second 10 minutes, I could bend over and put my towels on the ground. 40 hertz is vertigo. Oh, and also I was going to let you know that some people, frequently they get rid of it the first time. However, some people it's like 7 or 8 times. And this is called the rat test. We're going up to 90 hertz. This is called the rat test. The rats lost 80% of their body fat. So I had some human beings that found a way. They wanted to try this rat test and see what happened. One lady lost 17 and a half inches and 1 pound in 4 days, yes. However, I did measure all of her body parts. And so now I'm going to just take you down to 10 hertz. This is for people that just want a really good workout, that works out all your muscles. You won't be able to see that. The Russians found a way to put a vibratory plate in outer space, and they were actually able to stay up there 2 months more than we were in the United States. That very same year, they used it in the Olympics with the Olympians, and that was the only year they've ever beat us in every single event. And a lot of athletes utilize this technology in their facilities. However, they're never going to tell you, because it gives them a cutting edge. And I've taken out to track and field events out at Eastern, and what happens is people that have injuries, they can actually recover within just weeks' times and be able to go full force, because it takes the trauma off the body. And If you know anybody that has fibromyalgia, Epstein-Barr, lupus, anything like that, we can never say we can cure it, but we can definitely keep that frequency up in the body and just hold it at bay. So there's no reason why we can't prevent that from spreading and prevent that from getting worse from them. And one main thing with that endorphins, it helps to keep people from being depressed, because it gives you that runner's high. And a lot of people that have had strokes, I had a gentleman like this that couldn't even hold his head up. Now he climbs stairs and he's a caregiver of his mother. He's never done anything except for the whole body vibration. And he actually lost 80 pounds after his first year. Whereas a lot of times you don't lose weight with this because it increases bone density and the muscle mass and the flexibility. The basic treatment is 10 minutes. 10 minutes equals an hour exercise. And then we customize a package for you so it helps you to reach your goals. Come and do your whole body vibration. Good, good, good. Good vibration.